Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to TRG Central. Today we'll be going over episode 3 of the 2022 Road to the Kentucky Derby replay. Today we'll check the standings as you see right now on the screen, and we'll run the prep races for week 6 and 7. Okay, as you can see, we have one leader with 20, and after 5 races is New Granger. We can also sort it by winnings. You see New Granger and Costa Terra are the top 2. And every some 165,000. We'll go back here and do the points again. And what we'll be doing is taking the top 20 of the point system. And right now there are exactly 20 horses with at least 1 point. So if we just happen to run the Kentucky Derby heat races today, those will be the 20 horses entered. Okay, so let's go over to the schedules. Click on the Road to the Kentucky Derby. And now we're at week 6. We have 2 races in week 6, the Holy Bull Stakes and the Robert B. Lewis Stakes. You take a quick look here at the conditions. 8.5 furlongs. 3-year-olds ran on 2:5:22. Hialeah Park will be where the Holy Bull will be raced. On the fast track, 250 thou. Second race on the schedule, Robert B. Lewis. That's also 8.5 furlongs, grade 3. Same with the Kentucky Derby points. Both are 10, 4, 2, and 1. And the Robert B. Lewis will be run at Santa Anita Park on fast track. Purse 200,000. So let's take a look at the field. As you know from the previous episodes, we're adding some fillies and eventually Smuggler's Run to the field to just add a little spice. So let's take a look here. And Holy Bull has 9 horses in the field. So let's go ahead and grab one of the fillies. Round out the field. Now remember, we've had Desert Dawn, Echo Zulu, Kayleen, Nest, and Nostalgic Runnings, 5. I think next up might be Secret Oath. So, just to make sure that we're correct, we're going to go back and take a look at the final results of week 5. So we'll go to Southwest Stakes Division 2, and we have Secret Oath there. So that would mean that we'll put in the next horse on the list. And that'll be Venta Valentine. Round out the field 10. Manuel Franco is not on any of the other horses. Again, this is a handicap race, which means if you would change the carrying weight for any of the horses listed, it would either improve or not improve the horse's card. So, we'll take a quick look at Valentine. I think it's Venti Valentine. She's at 76. Ran 2 races so far in real life for a little over $180,000. And Manuel Franco is the only jockey as the runner of those 2 races. Let's save the field. Lock it. Now we'll go over to the Rugby Lewis, take a look at that field. Okay, there's 5 horses in this race. This sounds like an excellent opportunity to put Smuggler's Run in, so we'll put him in. I'm a 6 slot with Joe Bravo on him, and we'll then pick up another 3-year-old filly, and that You Girly. And Florent is the jockey on that horse, and again, he's not riding any of the others, so we're set there. This is also a handicap race. Everybody's carrying their regular carrying weight rating. Let's look at You Girly. Rated 86. Ran 2 real life races for $390,000. Okay, that seems to be it for adding horses to this race. Save it. And we'll lock it. So both these races are ready to run. Take a quick look at the field. You see Venti Valentine riding, written by Manuel Franco, is entered. Okay, take a look at the trainers. No 2 horses in this race. And we're ready to go. So the Holy Bowl 6 will be underway in a few moments. Over into at the racetrack at Hialeah. We see the odds here. The White Owl Radio. Tis the Bomb. Simplification. Mo Ego are all favorites. This is one time where the filly is not even close to being the top favorite in this race. And we also have some very long shots that go with the 4 contenders. Be interesting race to wager on. So let's go to the betting window and let our auto bettors make a few wagers. Another 5 wagers from the 6 auto bettors. Take a look at what they did. Push them up against the horses. See, Bruce Willis is back in the wagering on simplification. And you see, most of these bettors seem to really like to do the plays. There is over 70 to 80 auto bettors that can, at any one time, wager on the race, and they each have their own individual personalities. Here in this case, it looks like quite a few of these auto bettors pretty much have very similar personalities, although they do wager a bit differently on the horses. So let's go ahead and we'll make our own wager. You see we're $870 to the good. I guess that's much better than losing $870. So let's see what we have going for us here. Taking a look at the odds again. I like White Barrio. So we're gonna make a drastic wager. We haven't done too much of just the win only, and we're gonna put $100 on it. Next one, we're gonna do a show on the Philly for 50. And then we're gonna do a Quinella for White Alviano and Simplification for 50. So we made 3 wagers. We'll go ahead and buy the ticket. That's $200 of our money that's being given to the track. Let's go back to the clubhouse, pick up the odds again. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at the past performances. Any horses run any of the races. And this is odd. This is after running a few races last week, with a few horses running their second race. There is no horse in this race that has raced yet. So it'll be interesting to see how well these horses do. So let's go ahead and start the race. Bring the regulator down. Slow down the race to watch. We're at Hialeah Park for the Holy Bull Stakes. 8.5 furlongs. And let's take a quick look at all of the horses. There's Galt, 67. Mo Donegal, 87. Elquest, 64. Simplification, 88. Cajun Magic, 66. Tenth the Bomb, 86. Pinwheel, 65. And White Albino, well, albino, right? That's what we should be called. But he's gonna be White Barrio, 91. Giant Game, 64. And Venta Valentine, 76. Okay, as you can see, we have found out, looking at past performances, none of the horses have run yet in the road to the Kentucky Derby. Get rid of the rest of the horses, and let's get the horses that are at the starting gate. Let's check and make sure everyone is tied in, and we are off. And my Eloquent seems to be in the lead with Cajun Magic, Mo Dungle, and Simplification. We do have a do an inquiry, which could be interesting. And we also have horse 9 with 5 movement points left. We'll go ahead and undo him, and we'll see what we can do. He has 14 points. An excellent opportunity for under the whip. We'll see what we can do with it. We'll just keep going straight. We have 5 left. We got 2 sideways. We're in the back stretch, so it only costs 1 to move outside for each base, and then we'll do 5 more. And look at that, giant game has moved out in front. Finish up the spectator mode for this turn, and then the race will resume. And we have again a video. Has 3 left. We'll see what we can do better. 13, 1 sideways. Okay, we can move outside 1. Move up a couple more. That's 3 left. We can take a forward and switch it to sideways to get them outside 1 more. And then move 2. And he moves past the middle patch. And we'll resume. The rest of the horses will run. And we're having a tough time here with auto jockey because most of the horses are fairly close in their rating. So we'll see if we can do a little better eloquence. That's 14. We'll move outside twice. We'll swap 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can't really do a whole lot more, but we swap one, we'll still be right behind. 4, 6. Tis the bomb. Since we do have drafting, he'll pick up the 1 point anyway that he lost. So we'll go ahead and end this turn. So it's back in the spectator mode, finish up horse 7, and then resume the race. And we have a very tight race at the end. White Alberio still has 4 movement left. Let's see where he's at. This could be major for him. He's in an excellent under the whip. They'll probably put him past the finish line. So let's go ahead and move him out some. 2, 3. 2 sideways is enough. And then do his. And he passes the finish line and could be in an excellent position to win the race. Spectator mode again. Finish up the horses, and it looks like it's a tough. We have simplification and white Alberio neck and neck here. Let's see how the. Right now, unofficially, we got simplification, but that doesn't necessarily mean that'll be the win. There's still a photo finish to look at. We should update it, and white Alberio wins the race. And that was the problem. Simplification was disqualified, going from first to last. What a bummer there. Quick class simplification, an opportunity to get into the Kentucky Derby. Okay, let's take a look at the betting results. And I was the only one to win anything. I got a win bet on white Alberio. Pick up $390. And we're laughing all the way to the bank. Okay, that's it from Hialeah. Let's go on to race 2. Take the view of the field again. Your girlie is the Philly Smugglers Run. Will also be in the race along with the 5 others. So let's go ahead and get this race started. Let's see what we have here. We have your girlie is the favorite. Alright. And that's her in lane 1. Is favorite 2, and we have a couple minor long shots in Sir London and Wharton. Go ahead and go to the betting window and see how our other bettors are going to wager today. Another 5 or 6 wagers. And as I mentioned before, it seems like everybody loves that place type bet for the auto bettors. Let's see any horse hands out. Cobalt, Spirit, 1, 2, 3 bettors took him. We have a bet on Happy Jack and a wager on Wharton. Nobody on your girl. So, let's go and put our wager in. And let's see, what can we do? Since nobody we're gonna go out on a limb. We're going place because Messer also being very good. We'll do her, and we're gonna up our wagers to 100. It might be a good thing to do a Quinella on the 2, because they are mostly favorites, but we're going to hit Smuggler's Run. Smuggler's Run's got to eventually do something, so let's put 50 on him. Go over to the Quinella, and we're going to go 1 and 7. 1, and we'll go 50 on that. So again, we'll be wagering $200. Buy our ticket. Return. And let's view the past performances too. See if anybody is raced. And yes, Smuggler's Run is race 1. Did not. Oh, he did. He came in third in Smarty Show. Let's see if he can repeat that. Otherwise, everybody else's first race, so let's get him to the starting gate. Get the camera set. Take a quick look at all the horses in the race. There's Metzer, 83. Sir London, 65. Cable Spirit, 72. Walton, 66. Happy Jack, 78. Smuggler's Run, 74. And Yo Girlie, 86. See, Yo Girlie is the highest rated horse in the field, with Metzer second. So go ahead and clear out the horses. And let's get the horses set in the starting gate. And I think we're ready to start the race. Oh, and just in case some of you may or may not have realized it, but the game has an option that allows for initiative. Initiative will have horses start in a different order. As you can see, Smuggler's Run will be the first horse out of the gate instead of horse 1, like it would normally be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. If you're using the initiative, it scrambles the start, and usually whoever has the best ratings for the first couple turns in the pace line will get out of the gate quicker. See, Smuggler's Gate will be out of the gate first, and looks like everybody situated will go. We take a look here. You girls first. Happy Jack Smuggler is fourth. He's moved up to third as the race is finished. And all wagers been updated. Euro wins the race. Happy Jack second. Smuggler's Run again gets the third. Como's Cable Sprint is fourth to get the last Kentucky Derby victory point. Messer, one of the top horses, did not finish. Let's see if it happens to say what happened to him. Messer cuts leg, pulls up out for 2 months. Well, if we were actually playing a scheduled event with injuries and rust, he would not be able to come back for the Derby. Well, I think he would. Let's see, 2 months. This is February, March, April. He'd be eligible for the Derby, but probably no other prep races. But we waived the injury, and if he's scheduled for any of the prep races, he'll be back in. So, let's finish this up. And now we're progressing to week 6. And we have one race here, the Sam F. Davis Stakes. It's divided up into 2 divisions. As mentioned before, there were over 10 entrants in the real life race, so we split them in 2. Before we do this, we're going to go over to the qualifiers and refresh the list and see what it looks like now. We still have New Granger was the only one with more than 10 points. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now with 10 points. And we do have 2 of the fillies, Catherine O and you, Gurley. Both have 10. You see the race so far. And we now have 25, at least 25 horses with 1 point or more. The cutoff is 20, so you'd have to have at least 2 points to get into the Kentucky Derby as of today. Okay, let's go back to the schedule and we'll run the week 7. The Sam F. Davis will again do the edit the field for both divisions. There's the field, and we're gonna do the same and add the 3-year-old fillies. Now we've had every filly entered so far once, so we'll start around the entrance for around race 2 for all the fillies. So go back to the top, put Desert Dawn in, and this time your fellow is going to be able to run them. Remember the first time Desert Dawn was in the field, Roberto with Poli was already assigned a horse. So that looks good. We'll go ahead and save the race. We'll lock it. And just a quick look at the conditions. And there's also another 8.5 furlong. This time it's a grade 2 race, which means if you're playing the regular game for points, the grade 2 will award a few more points than grade 1. But they're still only rewarding 10, 4, 2, and 1 for Kentucky Derby points. It will be raced at Hialeah on a fast track. Races are $200,000 purses. So let's go to second race and we'll edit it, put another filly in. And it'll be Echo Zulu. And Joe Rosario will be riding This horse, he's not on any of the others. And we'll save the field. Okay, so that gets our 2 races for week 7 set up. We'll lock the Division 2 race. Well, maybe we'll lock it if I hit the right button. There we go. Lock the field. Both races are ready to go. And since we've had our auto bettors all wagering up the same style, let's take a look. And we're going to register 6 more auto bettors. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we have 12 auto bettors along with myself. And take a look. We can make sure they're all there. And as you see, there's the ones down here that are all brand new. We have Roseanne, Lionel Washington, Jimmy Carter, Jason Claremont, Elizabeth Graham, and the Three Stooges will be in the house off and on for the rest of the schedule. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the first race underway. We're at the Hialeah Park Racetrack. We'll go to the betting window. Let's see how many of the 12 auto bettors we're going to wager. 11 of the 12 make a wager. Let's take a look at the wagers. And we have now a little bit different one, although a lot of them are still loving the do wagers on PlaceBet. There's a couple shows here. X out of that. Get myself up. And let's see what we have here. Taking a look at the odds here. Classic Causeway looks like the favorite. Desert Dawn is second in the morning line, and then looks like 3 and 4 are up for grabs. So let's see. We're gonna do another vanilla with 2 and 7. We'll go with 100 at this one, and let's take Headache the show for 50. Okay, let's buy our ticket. Return. And let's view the past performances again for these. And you see only horse that has run so far is Desert Dawn. Champ did not finish, and the Champ Stakes race finished 5th. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the race underway. We're now in the grandstands at the track. Take a quick look at all the horse cards. There's Mr. Run Runner, 66. Classic Causeway, 85. God of Love, 65. Make It Big, 64. Volcanic, 71. Kitten Mitchell, 65. And Desert Dawn, 82. You see, Desert Dawn is the only horse that run a race in the series. Get the horses off the track, and we are about to go here. at highly get the speed setting. So the spectator mode, this is another 8.5 prolonged race. And we're off. Almost. Little bit of chaos at the starting gate, but they're ready now and they're off. Classic Causeway has the lead, and it looks like it's Classic Causeway the whole round. And that's the 2022K 8.5 with a 139. That's pretty fast. So we have Classic Causeway, Mr. Run Brother, Make It Big, and Desert Dawn Fort. Let's see. Nope, I didn't think I won any of those, and there was a few, 2, 4, 6 managed to win. Rosanna picked up $5,000. George picked up $11,000 by placing horse 1 to place. That was Mr. Rum Brother. Okay, stick with that. Next out of that, we'll now go to race 2. Take a quick look at the field again. Echo Zulu was entered in this race. Turn. Lock. Let's go ahead and get this race underway. Before we go to the betting window, let's go ahead and take a look at the past performances. See if any horses run this one. The only one has is the filly, Echo Zulu. And she managed him in second on the Smarties Jones. And won 440,000. Okay, so to the betting window, we have 40 auto bettors that are ready to spend their money. And 9 of them this time, wagers on the race. Again, oh, here's a win. Bruce before is going out on a limb for 6. That's Little Vic. And you can see Bruce Willis is wagering over $1,000. So let's see what we can do here. Hey, Echo Zulu is the odds-on favorite. We gotta wager on her. We're gonna go 7, we're gonna go 200. This looks like a sure thing. And we're not gonna do anything else. Everything else is too close to call. Buy our ticket. And let's get back to the track. Take a look at the horses. Unpredictable Bay, 64. Golden Lighter, 70. Trademark, 67. Shipstational, 73. Strike Card, 68. Little Vic, 64. And Echo Zulu, 82. You can see if Echo Zulu was not in this race, it would be very competitive. But since we threw Echo Zulu in, we may have given Echo Zulu an automatic win. So, we'll see. We move the horses. Everybody's at the starting gate. We'll set the speed regulator at 7 for the video. And we're about ready to start the race. And as we had mentioned before, the start is scrambled with Echo Zulu getting out of the gate first. So everybody seems to be set in the target gate, so let's get the race underway. An unpredictable bay, and then Golden Guiders first. Golden, oh, 7, who's 7? Echo Zulu at the end. Caught up and won the race. Oh, wow. Echo Zulu win. That means we may have made the money. Let's take a quick look. And yes, we did. We made 600. Bruce Willis is making killing. Jimmy Carter came in with a wager himself at one. Alright, let's take a look here at the final. Echo Zulu first, Golden Guider second, Ship Stational third, and Strike Card fourth, all receiving points for the road to the Kentucky Derby contender qualifiers list. Okay, that's it for week 7. As you see, week 8 will have one race. That's the Rising Star Stakes. Take a quick look at the original field. And it's a 10-horse race, which means we will not be entering any fillies or our Star Wars favorite Smuggler's Run. Okay, so to wrap this up, we'll go over to the qualifiers list. Do a refresh. Let's see how the point standings are. Newgrange is still on top with 20. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 others that have won races. It's been pretty interesting. And here's Echo Zulu, Yolo Girl, Kathleen O, all with 10 points. Nostalgic also in the running for the Kentucky Derby. And we'll switch it over to the winning, see how that's going. Still have Newgrange with 510. A lot of 100,000 plus horses. And we have 66 horses have now run and competed in the road to the Kentucky Derby schedule. Alright, that should wrap it up at TRG Central. This is Gary signing off for the day. Episode 4 will be out later. That will have weeks 8 and 9, if not more. We'll see how many races are in week 8 and 9 and decide if that's all the races that we'll cover on episode 4. So again, TRG Central signing off. Have a nice day.